Grief paints Seymour's face as he emerges from his grandmother's house, the heavy atmosphere of the funeral clinging to him. He clutched the antique clock, its delicate form hidden beneath a protective cloth. The world outside seems to echo the sorrow within him, each shadow a reminder of loss. Seymour takes a final look at the house, a silent goodbye to the memories within. In the quiet of his apartment, Seymour delicately unwraps an old clock, its intricate design whispering tales of a forgotten past. He raises the clock, its weight a tangible link to history, and carefully mounts it on his living room wall. The clock hangs silently, its hands frozen, marking an eternal pause in time. Seymour steps back, the weight of the day etched deeply into his weary face. Seymour sleeps soundly on the couch, unaware of the time slipping away. The clock strikes, its chime cutting through the silence of the night. Seymour awakens with a start, his eyes snapping open in confusion. He pauses, listening intently, trying to discern the source of the sound. He dismisses the chime as a mere malfunction, a quirk of an old clock. Seymour lies back down, deciding to ignore the sound and return to his slumber. In the dimness of his apartment, Seymour's phone screen flares to life. The notification casts a pall over the room. Neighbor dies suddenly. A wave of unease washes over him, a prickling sensation he tries to dismiss as mere coincidence. He tries to rationalize the coincidence. Seymour dismisses the thought. He decides to put his phone on the table. In the gentle morning light, Seymour sits at his kitchen table, a picture of casual ease as he savors his breakfast. The clock chimes twice. 6:03 a.m. A seemingly ordinary moment, yet it slices through the calm. The sound serves as a stark reminder. Seymour visibly tenses. The air around him thickens with dread. A flicker of unease washes over Seymour's face, a subtle yet profound shift from tranquility to turmoil. The phantom of the previous incident looms large, casting a long shadow over Seymour's morning. The weight of memory settles heavily on Seymour, a silent acknowledgement of the darkness that lurks beneath the surface. The earth convulses, throwing Seymour's apartment building into chaos. Residents surge from the building, their faces mirroring raw terror. Seymour watches from afar, a chilling dread seizing his features. A look of growing dread slowly creeps across his face. The minor earthquake stirs a major wave of fear. In the dim apartment, Seymour sits consumed by the ticking clock, his world shrinking to the confines of his desk. Each chime of the clock echoes in the silence, driving Seymour deeper into his meticulous ritual. With furrowed brow, Seymour meticulously records each chime in a worn notebook, his obsession growing with every tick. The flurry of scribbling intensifies, Seymour's documentation bordering on mania as he captures every subsequent event. In the quiet apartment, Seymour's world revolves around the clock, his focus unwavering as he meticulously records time's passage. In the dim light of his apartment, Seymour meticulously sets up a security camera, its lens focused intently on an antique clock. He steps back, his expression a mask of nervous anticipation as he surveys his setup. At his cluttered desk, Sam's fingers dance across the keyboard of his laptop, bringing the clock into sharp focus on the screen. The live video feed flickers to life, revealing the antique clock in stark detail, a silent sentinel in the room. Seymour stares intently at the screen, his brow furrowed, a storm of nervous anticipation brewing within him. Seymour, bathed in the cold light of his laptop, hunches over the screen, his focus absolute. The silence of the apartment shatters as the clock chimes, each note a stark reminder of the passing time. His fingers dance across the keyboard, zooming in on the clock face. On the screen, the shadow behind the clock writhes, defying reality as it twists into grotesque shapes. From the depths of the shadow, a spectral hand materializes, an omen of the impossible. With a violent surge, the shadowy hand strikes the clock hand, shattering the illusion of normalcy. Seymour is captivated, immersed in the old footage flickering on the screen. A faint, ghostly face materializes behind the clock in the footage. The spectral figure, resembling his grandmother, appears in the old footage. The ghostly figure taps her finger lightly on the glass of the clock. The clock chimes resonate softly, echoing through the room as the ghostly figure watches. The ghostly image lingers for a moment, then fades back into the static of the old footage. In the sun-drenched room, Seymour begins his search, sifting through a treasure trove of forgotten memories. Sunlight pierces the air, casting a celestial spotlight on the relics of yesteryear as dust motes swirl around Seymour. From beneath the layers, a relic emerges, a leather-bound diary, aged and weathered, whispers tales of times long past. The diary is worn, its cracked surface a testament to the countless stories etched within its fragile pages. Sunlight filters through the window of grandmother's house, illuminating dust motes dancing serenely in the air. She sits at her desk, lost in thought as she prepares to write in her worn leather diary. Her pen dances across the page, preserving secrets and memories in faded ink. The clock is a gift from a man who claimed to know the time of death. Do not awaken it unless you are prepared, the narration echoes. The diary lies open, its pages filled with cryptic warnings and forgotten tales. The clock remains silent, a dormant harbinger of fate's design. Seymour sits alone in the oppressive darkness, only the faint glow of a digital clock cutting through the black. Beads of sweat trickle down Seymour's forehead, each drop reflecting the room's dim light as if mirroring his inner turmoil. Every creak and groan of the old building echoes like a harbinger of dread, sending jolts of fear through Seymour. He flinches at each new sound, his eyes darting nervously around the room as if searching for an unseen threat. The silence amplifies the weight of his fear, turning the ordinary apartment into a claustrophobic cage. Each shadow seems to deepen, each sound more menacing, as Seymour's grip tightens in the suffocating darkness. The clock tower announces noon with 12 foreboding chimes, shattering the morning's calm. Seymour is frozen, his eyes wide with mounting dread as the final echo fades. The air thickens with unspoken terror, as Seymour knows something terrible is coming. Each tick of the clock is now a hammer blow, driving Seymour deeper into paralyzing fear. Seymour slowly pushes the door open, his movements cautious. His eyes fall on a mysterious sealed envelope lying innocently on the floor. He bends, his hand reaching out with hesitant curiosity. The envelope now in his trembling grasp. A sense of foreboding washes over him. In the stark light of day, Seymour's apartment becomes a stage for unfolding dread as he opens the ominous envelope. A single piece of paper emerges, carrying a chilling message that shatters the silence. The message echoes in Seymour's mind. Your turn is near. Prepare yourself. His eyes widen in terror, reflecting the horrifying realization that he is now the hunted. The clock ticks ominously, each second amplifying the suffocating atmosphere of impending doom.